Hello, my magical, beautiful beings. My name is Alfred Mystic. I fell in love, but the guy ghosted me. Nice. In this video, will what a beginning. In this video, I will mention the things I realized when I fell in love, because last time I fell in love, it was 8 years ago. 8 years ago, I had completely another type of life. I lived in my country called Latvia. Then I moved here 6 years ago to England. Their life was so different. I never had a relationship. I was just when you are living in a homophobic country, you can't talk about dating another guy because it's illegal in Latvia, and a few years ago it was on the first place in Europe as the most homophobic country. So all my teenage years, all my childhood was guilt, shame, not acceptance, dysphoria, so many things, bullying we experienced. So I was hiding that part of love, and also it's very interesting because as gays, and not just gays but lesbian, people who are in a country where some type of love, some type of connection is not okay, in their system belief, in religion as well, because we went through a lot. All I want to say that it's so hard to have it all within yourself because there is no one to talk with you. I was not able to share it with my family because they were against it. I was not able to share it with my friends because as well, I don't know, what if they will not talk with me or whatever. In the society, in the place, in the city I was living in, it was just so challenging, and as gays, we are hiding all that love and we are scared to share it, to talk about it. Just imagine that you have feelings. You fell in love, but you are not able to talk about it. You are not able, even with the person, because the person is scared. The guy was scared. I was scared. We didn't know what to do. How do I? And even like last week, I was sitting on a hill drinking tea, and I was looking at the couple, straight couple, the girl and the boy, and I was just thinking, I wish I had something like this when I was a teenager, because they were teenagers, and I was like, wow, this is so romantic. They're sitting on a hill, holding hands, hugging, just enjoying the time. And I had these ideas for a long time that I just wish, emotional. I don't say that my experience was something I want to change because it's needed. It was needed to shape my identity, to shape what I am as a human right now. If you are there, if you're a gay, just know that I support you, I love you. We're strong, we're going through a lot. Happily, in most of the countries, it's free to express yourself, but still there are countries where you can be killed, where you can be in jail. That's sad, guys, that's sad. Let me talk about the guy who ghosted me. Let me talk about, I don't know if he is watching this, maybe, I don't fucking care, I want to talk here about what I realized after 8 years. Number 8 is a cycle. We have 8 celebrations, so the wheel of the year, all the pagan celebration. Also, on my heart center, I have a tattoo, sacred geometry with 8 angles. And then when I was analyzing, I was like, wait, my heart energy also has 8 angles as a cycle. So for me, it's the opening, it's the portal that in those 8 years when I was alone, I was not in some type of dating, and I didn't experience falling in love. That time was so needed because that's when I really started to discover myself, to connect to what I am, to find that confidence, independence. And do you know the reason why also the previous one, when I was in Latvia 8 years ago, I fell in love with another guy. I was 17, or he was 16, something like this. And we didn't start to date, I just fell in love because we met for a few times, we found each other online, but then after a few weeks of seeing each other, something in me, the victimization, the part of me that was bullying myself because the society is bullying you, so then you just get used to this pattern of bullying and you start to bully yourself. When I felt that something is happening and he is also feeling attracted to me, I was so dramatic. I was like, no, you don't deserve someone like me. You need someone who is much better than me. I really like you and you deserve the best person in the world, and I am not that person. I was so dramatic, I was lessening the value of self. I was like, no, I am a mistake, because everything, the society told me that it's not okay. So I just told him no. I blocked him. I was crying so bad. I was crying for days in my pillow, just blaming myself. Oh, it was intense, guys, it was intense. And what I realized this time when I fell in love again, that since that moment I blocked my heart center. I said no to any type of love because I rejected. I said, no, you don't deserve someone like me. You need someone who is much better. You deserve the best, and I'm not that example. I labeled myself as so many disgusting things. I am not enough for you. Hello, blocked heart center. Hello, blocked heart chakra. I closed it. I said, no, I don't receive and I don't give love. And as we know, love is abundant. Love can show itself in so many different shapes, in so many different spheres, in different faces, realities. Love is eternal. Love is connection. Love is everywhere. I am a very romantic person. I was waiting for him on a bridge. I was looking at the sunset. I just remember the things. I will do anything possible to care for the person. I just appreciate and I feel gratitude to have someone in my life. Let's get back to this guy. Everything was beautiful, everything was nice, and I don't really want to talk a lot about how we met, what was happening, but it was really, honestly, it was the best date ever. It was the best after date as well. We were playing with each other. It was so sensual, so orgasmic, so beautiful. And that's when I really started to fall in love. But yeah, then the guy ghosted me. I don't know where is he now. I don't really care because I separated in a few days because I started to analyze. I decided to really surrender and just experience everything that is happening, because what I've realized, when you are falling in love, you become so obsessed with a person, and I didn't like it because I am a very individual being. I am very independent. Everything I do, I can do it myself. But when I was so obsessed with another person and all my thoughts, I was really devoured by the person. My mind really just created everything about him, and I was like, wait, it's not okay. But at the same time, I was like, I will surrender, I will go for this experience. Because if I will try to force things, if I will try to control my emotions, my feelings, I will be in a repetitive cycle, because I don't want to repeat the same things with the guys when I said, oh no, I'm not enough, I am so bad, find someone better. I was like, no, let's observe, let's zoom out. Also, I was working with the spirit of cannabis, so she was guiding me. She was like, meditate, relax, take your time, surrender to the experience, everything that is coming through, let it go. If you want to cry, cry. If you want to love, love. If you want to paint, paint. And I painted a painting for the guy. I have it here on my wall. It's beautiful because I also didn't understand what do I feel. So I decided to give it a shape through art. Because if I can't figure out the thoughts, because everything is just an obsession, let me paint it. So then I can analyze, maybe it will make more sense to what do I feel, what's happening, what colors do I use. Let me show you. The guy, if you're watching this, I told you that I am planning to gift you this painting. And I told him that it's gonna be a surprise. But if you're watching this, anyway. Also, if you want to come and take it, you can come anytime because it's meant for you. If you don't, I don't, you know? So, this is the painting. This is what I felt. It was on 4th of 4th, 2024. Okay, Emperor. Also, the chart of a guy. Of course, I checked everything. He is a hermit. And it's so funny because in a week I realized that when I was talking with my friend, I was like, you know what? If I'm gonna have a relationship, I want someone who is a hermit in their chart because I want them to be in their own element. Because as an individual person, independence is my everything. I don't really like to stick to another person and like be together always like give me space. I need freedom. And I was like, if we will see each other once a week, perfect. Twice a week, amazing, but not more. And at the end, I just manifested a hermit. We met only once and he ghosted me and I'm okay with it, you know? I am okay because that's what I wanted. That's what I manifested. So this is what I felt. We have full spectrum. We have the rainbow. We have the sparkles. We have the gold. We have the silver. What does it make you feel? Fell in love. Alfred Mystic fell in love in 8 years. Will I fall in love in another 8 years? We will see, you know? I'm sharing with you everything. All my life, I'm an open book. What did I realize? This guy reminded me of death, to face your fears because our soul is eternal. To receive, letting everything in is powerful. That's when I fully started to let everything in, to surrender to the experience, and I allowed myself, I allowed my heart to open. Maybe you can notice that the last few months I'm just so full of love to anyone, to everything that is happening. I fell in love with myself after the guy. Actually, I started to love myself much more. So everything makes sense. You know, if we will draw a map of our life, if you will draw a map of your life, you will see how so many things that are connected, they just bring you to the point, to the top of a hill, of a mountain, that is a new level. Every level is needed. Every experience is precious. This is gold. And in few days, when I realized that I'm so obsessed with a person, I was like, that's not okay. That's not okay. Let me be obsessed. Let me fantasize, romanticize. I was fantasizing a lot. I was like, I'm gonna allow myself. Because before I was like, no, that's not okay. I already got a car, a house, we have kids, you know, everything is just beautiful. We're traveling, and it never got to that point. But here in this moment, I was like, let me fantasize how we're gonna travel, because what is this? It's just a fantasy. Yes, it can manifest itself. Will it? We will see. After I found out that he is a hermit, I already expected not much of conversations online. In real life, yes, we were just flowing. Also, he is a Pisces, I am a Scorpio, water element. We were just in the flow. Everything was It was the best day. Honestly, I was like, is it even real? And the universe was sending us signals. The universe was playing the songs on the radio that were like, let's be much more than than friends. Let's kiss. And I was like, do you want to come to my house? Do you want to continue the evening? And he's like, yeah, of course. Then he told me, after a few hours on bed, he told me that actually you're the first guy I met because he's bisexual. And also I knew that he will, for some time, maybe struggle or analyze the situation, because also I did a card reading to see how does he feel, and we had an Emperor card who is everything about structure. You know, we have to analyze, we have to see the plan, we have to have some type of foundation to understand what do we do next. So I knew everything that was happening, you know. As the mystic, I know that people who come into my life, they are sacred, they are special. There is always a meaning, there is always a reason why they came into my life, why some people come into your life. There's always a cycle or a change. Some people come into your life to heal, to remind you of something, to transform, to reflect, to empower, maybe to destroy. So many reasons why people come into our life. Also, he reminded me of how brave I am, how sensuality is our superpower, about my desires, that I devour energy through worshiping, speak freely, communication can let things grow or rot. Orgasmic liberation, sexual joy, flow, what a state, don't control it. We are rare, masculine care plus safety. Masculinity, divine masculinity, it exists. Guys, it exists if you have some trauma, because I had trauma with the guys. The abuse, the bullying. I saw guys really as the aggression, as not safe with them. And just to let you know that I had sexual interactions. You know, Grindr for the gays, like Tinder. So of course I was using Grindr a lot. With this one we met on Tinder. In these years I had a lot of sexual interactions because I was also healing myself. Everything was, not everything, but in time it was intentional to meet with the boys so I can face them, so I can face their intense masculine energy. And then I also realized that I was not allowing myself to express that masculinity. When I moved here, I was mostly liberating my feminine, because finally I don't have to hide her, I don't have to protect her. She can be just out loud and proud. And then I just started to forget about my masculine. Everything I needed, everything I wanted, I received it. We are working a lot recently with our heart. As I said, finally we are open, we know our value, we know that we are precious. I'm not gonna say someone to find someone who is better than me, because I know that I am enough, I am precious, I am beautiful, I am magical. We finally connected to that part of self that is radiant, that is full of love, and I'm happy to share it with others. And I'm so happy that I met him. It's not really about will I see him again. Some people can say, but he ghosted you. It's not really about that, you know? There is always a place of gratitude, because I see people as really sacred, especially the ones who are entering my life, because I live a magical life, and everyone who is here, everyone who is watching, I know that you are magical as well. We match, we exchange the energies, we're here together, we are a beautiful, wonderful tribe. So I'm so grateful for everyone. I know that these people are gold. In 10 days, by the way, because I was also like journaling, my feelings started to go down. I'm letting him go, it's okay. I'm not that obsessed. And on the 10th day, I felt fully enough again. Like, okay, that's me again. I just woke up. I am Alfred, okay? I do my things. Let's get back to my creativity, to videos, because at that moment, first week, I was just receiving. And I also realized that when I receive a lot from the universe, love, abundance, everything was sensual. I was able to sense the environment. That's the power of our feminine. If you are not androgynous, for me, I'm an androgynous spirit, so I don't really divide feminine, masculine. I divide it just for people so they can understand what I'm talking about. But when you allow yourself to receive fully through your feminine or through your androgynous, you don't really give a lot. You can't give through your masculine, through that force of movement, of action. Because giving is about movement. Receiving is about relaxing. It's about surrendering to the experience. So fully letting everything go and just receive it. And when you receive, you can't really give. That's the greatest lesson. So you have to know your state. When you are ready to give, give. When you notice that you can't really give a lot, focus on receiving, because maybe that's what is happening. Check the scales and then balance them. And I think it's so easy for me to let people go, not because I'm Scorpio, but because I'm just so aware of what's happening. My third eye, my crown, divine source, I have strong connection to the spiritual world and everything that is happening here in the physical, because this is the physical. My body was fully, the chemistry when you fall in love. The chemistry takes over your whole body with the obsession. But because also I was meditating, analyzing, and connecting to the spiritual realm, I was observing. I was like, wow, this is intense, and I just feel so good. It's beautiful. I didn't feel it for a long time, and now I am ready. I'm ready to open my heart. I'm ready to love myself, to love others. No fear, no guilt, no blame, no shame, no pain. Full love. Love and acceptance and surrender and flow. What an element. So because of my awareness, I don't judge people. That's why I separated me from him. I was thinking, like, even if we will have something, I just want to separate, because what I've realized as well, that when you fall in love, you automatically are scared to lose that person. I was like, why? I met him only once. Why am I so scared to lose him? I was like, what? Is it a joke? Just think about it. We are scared to lose the person. We just met. We saw each other only once, and now I'm crying because I don't want him to go. I was like, what if he's gonna die? What if he is not gonna message me? Always like checking my phone, like, is it him? Is it him? And I was like, it's not okay. Let me separate myself. That's the trick. You fell in love, but automatically you receive fear. You have a new pattern to lose them. So I meditated, I was visualizing that I'm losing him, I'm letting him go, I'll be okay. If something will happen and we won't be together, I'll be okay. Oh, and it helped me, really. That's the advice for you. Just be okay, really be aware that you won't be forever. Even if you will live together till the day you die, that's also a realization that we won't be forever in this physical body together. As a spirit already, we know each other. We connected, so that's a sign. In that spiritual realm, we already know each other. You already know your partner, the ones you met. we already met there. It's just a chance for us to again face each other in this reality. So everyone, I love them. I will never say that, oh, my ex or like someone I met, he is bad, he is disgusting, he ghosted me, and I will never talk negativity because I know that people are sacred and people are magic. If you are magic, if you are a magnet of magic, you know that everything that is entering your reality is for a reason. I'm not a victim here, I'm not a victim anymore. I'm a magnet of love. And I manifested exactly what I needed. I received so much. That's why I painted this painting, because I just wanted to give my gratitude. Nothing is here in the physical reality, nothing is eternal. I don't know what's gonna happen, but I just feel that I want to share my gratitude with the person, and the best way I can express it is through the painting. Again, if you're watching, you better come and take it. You better come and take it. I have no plans for you in the future. I don't know what's gonna happen. I know you're watching my stories on it. I know you're watching my stories on Instagram sometimes. I am not here to hunt, I am a magnet. Girls, boys, theys, thems, just know, if you're a magnet, you're not here to hunt. And that's how we truly attract the ones who are the reflection of our souls. Okay, my beautiful magical beings, thank you for being here with us. Let me know in the comments, what was the last time you fell in love? Do you have a partner? Let's talk about love. Let's talk about love. Love you so much, and I will see you in my next video. Sending you all my love. Mwah.